Perfect. Aloha. Good morning. Good morning from the West Coast. I guess good afternoon for most of you folks. I have my webcam on at the moment just so I can say hi and wave, but I'll shut it off so my beautiful face doesn't distract you during the presentation. But when we finish up with the PowerPoint, I'll jump back on and we can do some question and answer, etc. So as we mentioned, today's kind of presentation will keep all the questions to the end. And it is a kind of a true brand overview for everything Outrigger. A couple new things that I'll talk about throughout the presentation, and then when we do the next training seminar in about a month and a half, I'm going to concentrate on some of our revitalizations and some of the upgrades we've done to our properties, as well as hopefully some new properties we may have between now and then. So without further ado, we'll get started. My name is Rob Taylor. I'm the Global Account Manager for Outrigger Resorts and Hotels. I am located in the San Francisco Bay Area, but you'll hear my Canadian accent. I grew up just north of Toronto, Ontario, in Barrie. So always happy to come home and visit with the Travel Brands team. So hopefully we'll be up there again this fall. Outrigger Resorts and Hotels' mission is to be the premier beach resort company in the world. And our tagline is where local culture meets world-class hospitality. Those two key points you'll see throughout our entire brand. If we're not on the beach, we're near the beach in all of our destinations around the world. And the biggest part that I find is important with us is the local culture meets world-class hospitality. And the reason that's so key is we are not a big brand name hotel that you'll see all over the world. Each of our properties is very different than each other. So a Hawaiian property obviously celebrates the aloha spirit, whereas our property in Fiji would celebrate the bula spirit. We've got properties in Thailand, Maldives. No matter where we are, we kind of represent the local culture of that area. It's not a one-size-fits-all. It's not a you wake up in the morning and go, oh, the bathroom's on the right. Does that mean I'm in Atlanta, or does that mean I'm in Florida today? So it really does. You know where you are in each of our hotels. So let me jump into the presentation. I will start off with, and you may hear it every once in a while, we just rebranded this year. We were Outrigger Hotels and Resorts. We are now Outrigger Resorts and Hotels. I know a small thing, but just wanted to point it out because you'll see it in a number of our things that we really are putting more and more of an emphasis on full resorts and ones that we own. Versus we used to have about half of our portfolio was managed and half of it was owned. You'll see a lot more owned and operated by Outrigger as we move into the future. I'm going to start with our condos because we kind of are a three-tiered company. We have hotels that we own and operate, we have hotels that we manage, and then we have our condos. For a lot of our Canadian clientele, the condos are the number one choice. Your clients are traveling a lot further away than my guests in California who come out for the weekend. So a lot of the time, the 1, 2, 3 bedroom full kitchen is a lot more of an importance to the Canadian clientele. They are our home away from home. We have 16 different vacation condos all over the Hawaiian Islands. So a little bit of something for everybody. I'm not going to go through every single one of the condos, or I will definitely be here a lot longer than my allotted time, but wanted to give you at least an idea of where they are and what some of the similarities are between the Hawaiian vacation condos. So like the entire portfolio, they're all either on or near beach locations. And we say on or near because keep in mind that some of the Hawaiian Islands don't necessarily have beaches in all of their areas. While we think of them as an island with a sand going all the way around, a lot of them have pretty rocky cliffs and some pretty rough terrain right at the water. So it depends on what your client's looking for, whether they're really looking to be play in the sand on the beach, or whether those people who like to be near the water and have that beautiful view off the ocean cliff, but aren't necessarily going down into the ocean. So keep that in mind when you're qualifying your clients as to what their needs and wants really are. Sorry, we jumped too fast there. My clicking is jumping away on me. But here's a quick map, I'm a visual type guy, so I like to see where they all are. You will see our biggest concentration is on the island of Maui. In fact, we don't have any hotels there. Everything we have in Maui is condos at the moment. Really hoping that'll change in the near future with some new acquisitions. It would be great to have a hotel resort there as well. But we do have some beautiful properties on the island. Oahu is where we have kind of the least of our condos, but the majority of our hotels and resorts. The Waikiki area is much more known for hotels and resorts than it is for condos. So we are the rarity in that kind of area. So I will talk about Oahu first for that exact reason, that we only have 2 condos in Oahu, and that's the Waikiki Shore and the Regency on Boardwalk. I put the Waikiki Shore up because it is one of my favorite properties in our entire portfolio. And the reason for that is it's the only public condominium on the beach in Waikiki. So if you look at the picture here, you can tell that obviously it's literally on the water, steps away from the door, right onto the beach. Now, one key thing to know about all of our condos is that we manage them for individual owners. So at the Waikiki Shore, we have probably about a third of the property that we manage. One of our competitors manages about another third of the property. And then individual owners either live in or kind of rent out theirs on their own. There's a big key difference between renting from Outrigger, and that is if you look at that little palm tree that's sticking out over the ocean there on the kind of middle right, that is directly in front of the Outrigger Reef Waikiki Resort. Our client, the Waikiki Shore doesn't have a pool, doesn't have a restaurant. It is a traditional residence condo. However, our clients with Outrigger have access to the Outrigger Reef next door. They can use the pool deck, they can use the chairs, they can dine at the restaurant, enjoy the music in the evenings. So all the amenities you would have from a normal hotel resort connected to almost to this condo. We'll go down the road a bit to the Regency on Boardwalk. For those folks looking for a little more of a value condo, this one is about a block and a half directly up the street from the Waikiki Shore. So it's about a block and a half from the beach on the beach walk. Everything from kind of 1, 2, and 3 bedroom condos there as well. But a much better value for those more long-term stays, people that the beach isn't as important, or really are just looking for more space at a great price point. Jump over to the island of Kauai. There's a couple different areas on the island, so wanted to point them out to you. Of course, the airport is kind of in the middle of both. We have 2 properties up in the Waipoli and Lanani area. Great properties there for families with lazy river, big water, parks and pool areas. And then down to the bottom, the Kiahuna Plantation Resort is in one of the most popular beach destinations in Hawaii, and that's by Poipu Beach. So if they're more looking for beach folks, I would look to the south of the island. If they're more looking for beach access but are pool people, I would go kind of up to our more northern properties on the island. And just to give you a picture of what that really means, this is the Waipoli Beach Resort. This is the great pool that I was talking about. It has a heated lazy river with over 2 acres. So much more than a traditional condo, just kind of lap pool style. Jump over to the island of Hawaii. Up until last year, we just had condos on the island here, but we have purchased a resort that I'll talk about in a little while as well. But make sure folks know where they're flying into. The international airport is the Kona International Airport. Obviously, from Canada, you're probably not flying into Waimea. However, if they're island hopping, Waimea could be an option, depending on which resort they're looking at, and same with Hilo. Hilo is an international one, but our resorts are a good 2.5, 3 hours from the Hilo International Airport. So great sightseeing and great access to the Hawaiian Volcanoes National Park from the Hilo side, but condos are more on the other side of the island. So we'll jump over to Maui, and again, like I said, Maui has majority of our Hawaiian vacation condos on it. A little bit of something for everyone here, whether you want to be down in the Palms of Wailea, Maui area for a little more beach feel, whether you want to be up in kind of the top area in the Pili Shores, Kaanapali area. Up there, you've got, you'll see the three condos in a row are actually all within the same golf course community. It depends whether your folks want to be cliffside, golf side, or beach side. So really take a look at the difference in the three on their location more than anything else, but they're all within the same kind of golf community. And then the very top condo of anything we offer is Hanuakai, and that is in Maui. A couple reasons it's the top condo for all of our bookings and reservations. One, we have more rooms at Hanuakai than we do at any other condo. We manage, again, about a third of this property, but that entails probably over 250 different residents at this single property alone. We have studio 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms available here, and then we even have a new Luana Garden Villa, which are 3-bedroom townhomes, kind of located in the center back portion of the resort. And they really are even more of a home away from home. They have a 2-car garage. They're a separate residence. For folks really looking for that, something a little bit more within a condo resort. The second reason it's one of the most popular is it's really the only condo in our portfolio that operates just like a hotel. It has restaurants and shops within the property. It has daily housekeeping. There's an expansive water park. There's 7 different pools. It really does operate just as a hotel resort, but with the accommodations of a condominium. So we'll switch gears from the condos, and obviously we'll check questions at the end to see if you folks have questions on the condos. I'm happy to answer them, but want to jump over to our hotel and resort collection so that we can cover all of them in a quick kind of speed dating round, and then still have some time for questions at the end. The 3 pictured on the screen now are Oahu's Waikiki collection. These are kind of the flagship properties of the entire Outrigger portfolio. On the left, you see the Outrigger Waikiki Beach Resort. It really is the one we're known for. It's the center of Waikiki, has that surf culture mentality, the largest beachfront of any property in Waikiki. If you've heard of Duke's Restaurant, it's often known as the Duke's Hotel. Duke's Restaurant and Hula Grill are both located within the property here. So it really is a focal point of the Waikiki area. For those folks looking for something a little bit quieter, if you head up the road a little bit to the kind of north end of Waikiki Beach, you'll find the Outrigger Reef. Outrigger Reef just went through a $85 million renovation in 2022 and is just finished opening up. We have one thing left to do in that renovation, and that's a new restaurant that will be opening June 1st. So otherwise, the rooms have all been completed. The public areas are all done. It is an absolutely beautiful resort, but a little bit quieter up that end of the beach. And then for those looking for a little bit more of a value, but still want to be in the heart of Waikiki, the Waikiki Beachcomber is almost directly across the street from Waikiki Beach Resort. So it is not on the beach, although it's about 60 steps from the front door to the sand. So for people looking for the non-beach price point, but to be able to walk across the street, it is really close and convenient. I always laugh because we have some of it's such a small property and a great location that it's actually closer to the beach and water itself than some of our competitors' beachfront properties who have 7 towers and the back 3 towers are 2 and 3 blocks away, even though technically the resort is on the beach. So keep that in mind for folks looking for just a better price point. It's a kind of boutique style hotel. Maui Brewing Company is on site. So definitely something a little unique. So I'll touch base on the three of them so you can get some idea of not only where they are, but what they offer. Again, Outrigger Waikiki is the surf culture. Henry Capono plays on Sunday nights, so poolside. So if you have folks there who are arriving on Saturday or arriving on Sunday, make sure they know to get down to the pool between 4 and 6 o'clock Sunday nights. It's a great atmosphere with Henry playing on the pool deck. I can tell you myself, I was there last Sunday, and it's a lot of fun with some great entertainment. Voyager 47 Club Lounge is our club level lounge that we have at a number of our resorts. The one at this property is in a beautiful location, overlooks this pool, and looks straight out over the ocean. We have breakfast every morning in V47, as well as appies and beverages in the evening. We talked about Duke's and Hula Grill, but I almost forgot to mention Blue Note Hawaii, premier venue for world-renowned artists. Its kind of main focal point is jazz, but because Hawaii is such a tourist destination, they do have a lot of different acts from all different genres of music throughout the year. So check out their calendar. There's some pretty amazing opportunities in a small jazz club venue there. We talked about the Outrigger Reef Waikiki's full renovation. Some of the artist rendering pictures here, those are all complete. I wish I had some from my visit last week because it does look even better than these pictures. What I didn't mention earlier is we have this hotel is music is its focal point. So Kanakapila Grill is the main restaurant on the pool deck right now. We have Grammy Award-winning artists playing every evening on the pool deck, so it has a great Hawaiian feel, Hawaiian atmosphere. So much so that we have a lot of locals come down and just enjoy the festivities on a nightly basis. Monkey Pod Kitchen will be the new restaurant that opens June 1st. And if you look at that kind of right-hand picture, it's all the way at the end by where the palm trees are, those glass windows in between the two towers. So once it opens up, we'll have a view from the front of the resort right through the kitchen out to the ocean. So great opportunity. Part of Outrigger Reef, we have a new suite category. So I want to bring it up if you've got people looking for a larger accommodation or a family getaway, a wedding group, incentive group, any of those groups that are kind of the sweet spot's about 10 to 18 people. We have the Navigator Suite, which converts 5 individual suites. If you book it together to become basically one giant suite, it can sleep up to 18 people. It does have 6 different bedrooms. There's a 3,000 square foot patio that holds up to 80 people. So there's some great function space in there. It includes Voyager Club 47. And if you book it for 5 days or longer, we will actually throw in airport transfers, an afternoon yacht tour, as well as a helicopter flight seeing tour for up to 6 people. So it does make a big difference there too. It's a great full value package. Over the Beachcomber, I won't spend too much time on there, but just wanted to give you an idea of the size. All 3 of these hotels resorts are kind of around the 400 or 500 guest room mark and right in the heart of Waikiki. Even the Reef, which is up the beachfront a little, is only about a 6-minute walk over to the Beachcomber or to the Outrigger Waikiki. They're all within about a 2.5, 3 block radius, so easy to get around all of Waikiki. And then we have our Ohana resorts. So if you've got people who are looking for a longer stay, that off-beach, families, anyone who's looking for a little bit of a lower price point, we have 2 properties about 2 blocks up from the beach. We have the Ohana Waikiki East, which is actually where our head office is located. Quick pool reconstruction happening right now, so we'll have a brand new pool deck in a couple months, as well as some great new dining entertainment venues. And then they haven't announced it yet, but the rooms themselves will go under renovation probably in early 2024. And then Waikiki Malia by Outrigger. Again, a little bit of a different property. We have a lot of corporate folks looking to this one. It's got a little bit smaller pool deck, but some great appetizer events in the evenings, great access to the heart of kind of Waikiki, but at a bit lower price point. And then we'll jump away from Oahu and we'll head back over to the Big Island. I told you earlier when we were talking condos that we had just purchased a hotel and resort in Kona on the Big Island of Hawaii. It is the former Sheraton Kona, and prior to that was the Kona Surf. Is now been rebranded as the Outrigger Kona Resort and Spa. Some great things happening on site here as we speak. The bones of the resort are really good. Huge rooms, great location, great layout. But we're bringing it up to the Outrigger style of doing things. So we've bookmarked $55 million to put into her, and the renovation started on March 1st. Know that for your clients, they really shouldn't see too much disruption from the renovations because there's 4 towers here, and we're doing 1 tower at a time. So we will take that entire tower out of inventory for kind of the 4 weeks that tower is transformed, and then we'll move on to the next tower. So all of it's kind of internal. There won't be a ton of noise, and then they really wouldn't be walking through the other towers anyways. So, as I said, it is a great property. These pictures are as it sits currently. So you can see even now it's a beautiful property, great pool area, great restaurants, there's a great little grocery store, convenience store located on site, and a huge gym that has one of the best locations of any gyms in Hawaii right on the waterfront. The one thing that is going to be added, and hopefully we're announcing within the next week or two, is a second restaurant. Formerly we had Ray's on the Bay was the restaurant there. We've signed an agreement with a well-known restaurateur company in the Hawaiian Islands. Can't announce and tell you who it is yet, but we're very excited that we'll be partnering with them to create a brand new restaurant on the ocean. Not only the location, the property itself, but its location. One of the key things for your clients at the Outrigger Kona is we are the premier destination for manta ray viewing in all of the islands. If you've seen any of the night snorkeling with the manta rays, that activity actually takes place directly in front of our resort. And there's a good reason for that. We have a spotlight on the point of the resort that's been there for over 60 years that points out into the ocean, and it brings kind of everything that manta rays eat up to the top of the water. So that's where they all congregate in the evenings for dinner and things that way. Unbelievable experience. If you have a chance to swim with the manta rays, I was able to do it last year, and it is an experience of a lifetime. So highly, highly recommend that one. We'll take some questions on Hawaii at the end, but I wanted to make sure you folks know that we're not only Hawaii these days. We pride ourselves all over the Pacific Rim. We have 2 fabulous properties in Fiji. On the right-hand side is the Outrigger Fiji. It's on the main island of Denarau, probably about a 25-minute drive from the international airport. Really top location, amazing restaurants. The people of Fiji are absolutely unbelievable. It's sad when you try and go and leave to go home from either of these resorts. And then I'm not supposed to play favorites in our portfolio, but Castaway Island in Fiji has a special place in my heart. I visited there last February, and it really does make you feel like you're on Castaway Island. If you were to look just to the left of this photo, you would actually see the island that the movie Castaway took place on. We have no phones in the rooms, no TVs in the rooms. Even your internet does not work in the rooms themselves, so you can really get disconnected from the real world and sit back and relax and enjoy your vacation. Of course, if you need to connect, the bars, lounges, restaurants, and then the public areas all do have internet access, as well as your favorite sports team on the TV or things that way. You can come back to reality, but it is a nice retreat when you go back to your oceanfront beret in the evening. Those two, because we talked a bit about them, and I want to keep some time for questions. Outrigger Mauritius Beach Resort is a kind of an unknown gem throughout our portfolio. If you've got folks looking for that are heading to Africa, heading to Dubai, heading to those more unique destinations, this is a great stopping point and place to go all on its own. That is not quite as well known as some of our other locations, but really high quality level of accommodation. And then we just bought 3 new properties this past year in Thailand. All 3 of these were closed during the pandemic, and we picked them up at the end of 2021. They went through a 9-month revitalization and renovation period after we purchased them, and just all 3 just opened back up about a month and a half ago. So they are brand new all over again. Everything kind of from the Surin Beach property that's only 88 rooms over to the Cadillac Beach, which is more like the 150 room property. So still all fairly small, unique, and waterfront resorts. And then we will finish off with the newest property in the Outrigger portfolio, and that is the Outrigger Maldives. Fabulous property, really elevates our entire portfolio. For the most part, we're kind of a 3.5, 4-star brand. We pride ourselves on the value of our properties, but Outrigger Maldives is truly the 5-star property in our portfolio. Very easy, quick connection from the airport. When you fly into the main airport, you'll walk across the terminal to where the float planes dock, and then fly a float plane out to the property here. So it is on an island by itself, and majority of the rooms, as you can see, are the overwater bungalows, but we also have a couple beachfront ones, depending on what folks are looking for. Fabulous property, offering kind of that small island charm, and to me, really that's that bucket list type vacation that everyone dreams of. So I can't get enough of the pictures of this property, so I had to throw a few in with the private pool and the overwater views, etc. So I'll finish it up with my contact info. If you need anything, please don't feel free to reach out at any time. rob.taylor@outrigger.com. And then if you need more info on the properties, of course, you can reach out to myself, but outrigger.com/brochures is where you can find all of our collateral,